Yo, what is up guys? It's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, bringing you guys another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. And today I'm playing some free-for-all on the map Overwatch, and I go flawless. That's right guys, I go 30-0 and get a free-for-all MOAB. So I was pretty happy, and I thought this was one of my better gameplays. It was pretty awesome because in free-for-all, everyone knows how hard it is to stay alive and to not get killed, because as soon as you kill someone, that same person will spawn feet away and everyone else spawns everywhere around you. It's super tough to stay alive, but I somehow managed to pull it off, and I was pretty happy, and I'm glad I got this gameplay to show you guys. And before I start this, before I get into the commentary, I also want to give a big thanks, a big shout out to my buddy Ali, Lethal Toast. His YouTube channel is Pure Cherry Gaming, and he's the one responsible allowing me to play these DLC maps. We've been friends for a pretty good amount of time. I don't know him in real life. He's from the UK, I'm from the US, and he actually let me do a license transfer where I can play the DLC even though I don't have COD Elite. I can get all the COD maps and play all the new downloads that all the Elite players get. And I'm giving him a big thank you and a big shout out because it means so much. I actually have the opportunity to now play all the maps, because personally I don't really think it's worth buying COD Elite. That's just me. I don't really enjoy all the DLC maps, and that's why I didn't buy it, because from Modern Warfare 2, I believe, and Black Ops, I bought all the DLC, and I really didn't enjoy it at all, so I decided not to buy it in this game. But my buddy Ali, he hooked me up. He let me download the maps off his license pretty much. And now I have the ability to play all the DLC drops and have a bunch of fun in these new maps. But I really haven't been posting too much of them, and I'm sorry, buddy, but here's a shout out that I hope you enjoy and that you really like. But yeah, man, in this gameplay, like I said before, guys, I go 30-0, and I want to give you guys some tips how to stay alive and how to pull a flawless free-for-all MOAB off, because they're very, very tough. They're not easy at all, and I'm still very surprised that I got this. And I believe I only got a few flawlesses, probably like 5 total that I ever got. I don't really try to go for them too often just because, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy playing it, but it is really tough. And then say if I'm on a nice streak, like a 20 streak, and I die, it gets pretty frustrating, so I don't try too often. But one good tip is to use a weapon you feel most comfortable with. And I found myself saying this tip over and over and over again, and I understand some of you guys probably heard this before, or maybe some of you guys haven't, but try to use a gun that you feel most comfortable with. And in this case, I'm using the M4A1 just because I don't have it gold yet. Since I'm 20th prestige, level 80, I'm going for all weapons gold. And this is one I don't have yet. As you see right now, I have autumn camo. I'm a little more than half over. I'm getting close to there. And this was my next weapon gold. I first got the ACR gold because that weapon's a beast. It's super overused. Everyone hates on it, I guess. But that's the weapon I felt most comfortable with at the time, and that's how I got a gold first. I also got the G36C, a bunch of other weapons that I really don't feel like mentioning right now. But my next up is the M4A1, and right now I'm using it with extended mags and a silencer. And that's another tip. When using the special strike package, I recommend throwing on the attachments proficiency and using with a silencer and extended mags. Obviously I use a silencer because I want to stay hidden off the map, want to stay as stealthy as possible, and you won't die. If you're using a silencer, less enemies will know you are than if you weren't using one. And I also throw on extended mags because sometimes you encounter multiple enemies and you don't have time to reload. So having a larger clip really helps kill, multiple enemies at once without reloading. And a bunch of people don't seem to use it, but I really recommend it if you guys don't try that out yet. So throw on attachments, put on a silencer and extended mags. And that is if only using specialists, because with the specialist strike package, once you get the specialist bonus, you pretty much unlock all the proficiencies. Not all of them. You get most of them besides damage. You don't get attachments, obviously, because you can't attach one in mid-game. You don't get, there's a few other ones. I'm not really sure what they are right now. But you don't get a few of them, but you get most of them. And you get to have kick, obviously, with the specialist bonus. So that's why it's good to have 2 attachments, as well as, the specialist bonus. Having all the proficiencies is awesome, as well as all the perks. And obviously, that's pretty much the main tip, is use specialist if you're going for any flawless gameplay or any MOAB gameplay, because with specialist, having all the perks, having most of the proficiencies, you're pretty much a tank and you won't go down. It'll take a lot. Another good tip is to try to go around the edges of the map. You see in this gameplay, I kind of try to stay near the edges, because if you're in the middle, you have a greater chance of dying than if you were on the outsides, because in the outsides of the map, the enemies shouldn't spawn on the outsides. They tend to spawn toward the middle. So if you're on the outsides while all the enemies are spawning on the insides, you have a greater chance of killing them, and they have a less chance of killing you. And I have a feeling a lot of kids or a lot of people are going to complain about this gameplay just because it kind of was campy-ish. It wasn't really campy, but I would call it smart or stealthy because you don't see me rushing in the middle trying to get all the kills. And I give props to anyone that can do this, pull a flawless off while trying to rush in the middle of the map because it's super tough, guys. And I'm sorry I didn't give too many tips, but I'm pretty surprised how fast this commentary went, especially the gameplay. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I went 30-0 using the M4A1. I got a flawless MOAB on the map Overwatch. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you would like to see some more of these flawless MOABs, I'll definitely try for them. But yeah, guys, it's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, your friendly COD fanboy, signing out. Peace.